I'm Chris Kubal. Here's a look at your Local 5 weather impact forecast. Weather impact alert for tonight. The strong wind, and it will be ripping across northern Iowa. All across the state, running the range of a gust 40 to 60 miles per hour. We may even be stronger than that, especially north of Highway 20. We do have a high wind warning in place. This is the area I'm expecting the highest of the wind gusts, and probably top end 55 to 60 miles per hour at their strongest in any one location. A little bit of a lull as a cold front dives through here tonight, but right behind it, that's when we start to see that atmosphere churning again. 50 to 60 plus miles per hour. You even see a few up towards Mason City, Decorah, rising north of that threshold. Tomorrow morning at daybreak, a difficult morning commute, especially over northern Iowa, then a slow ease on those winds as we go throughout. We'll pull out of that weather impact alert by 11 o'clock in the morning. 52 degrees at the time of this recording. Clouds are back. We are talking about some raindrops overnight. None too many. Less than 1/10 of an inch as this cold front pushes through. Thankfully, it's not snow, or we'd be talking big-time issues with that wind. But the wind's going to be troublesome enough for high-profile vehicle driving. Also looking at some power outages being possible, and also property damage once we start talking about winds being this strong. Generally quiet otherwise, though, for Friday. Winds will be easing as we go through the day. West to east, temperatures are going to be back into the 40s, some 50s in there as well. But snowflakes flying overnight. Saturday morning, northern Iowa is where this feature looks most prominent, north of a line from about Spencer to Fort Dodge to Grinnell. I think the Des Moines Metro misses out on this, maybe outside of a few flurries, but accumulations up to a couple of inches will be possible, stretching across northern Iowa and tailoring it down towards the eastern part of the state. Up to about 2 inches, I'd say, here locally, perhaps a few places more around Highway 18 in northern Iowa. Now we'll bring in more snow prospects on Sunday. This is a bigger winter storm. Some rain off the southern edge, but no matter how you slice it, somewhere in the upper Midwest is going to get a wallop of a winter storm and blizzard too. Wind for everyone in Iowa, but I'm going to be targeting areas of northern Iowa for the worst of the impacts when it comes to the wintry components. And if we see enough snow, blizzard conditions will be possible. Already a winter storm watch out in blue. This is going to be Highway 3 and points northwards toward the state line with Minnesota. That's going to be our area with highest prospects of snow. Kind of shown another way, targeting more the Minnesota-Iowa state line and up into the Northland. But that's going to be the target zone, and I think there's going to be a swath of some 12 to 18 inches of snow in there somewhere. Not necessarily for us. We're going to be a little bit more tempered in those expectations, but it is something to watch, especially on the travel scene. Okay, so we get into Sunday. The heart of the system drawing closer. It's expected to pass over the southern part of Iowa, meaning rain for most of the state as we go throughout the morning. Snow does start to work in northern Iowa and then wrap around in those windy conditions for Sunday afternoon and into the start of the overnight. So I do think most of the state at least picks up some snowflakes. But the highest accumulations are going to be tucked in there over the northern part of the state. Tonight, 34 degrees is our overnight low, and then 45 is all for Friday. Looking at those temperatures in the state, mainly 40s, holding low 50s down near the Missouri border. Temperatures, though, crash behind this system. Into Monday morning, overnight lows, single digits to about 10 degrees. And below zero wind chills. Yeah, this is a strong reversion back to winter for a few days. Temperatures statewide with respect to the wind chill going well sub-zero. It's going to be a breezy stretch in there as well. Windy for all of the state, northern Iowa, with those winter components cause for that weather impact day. For St. Patrick's Day, just a brief clash, isolated, I'll call it, with some rain, snow mix there. Then temperatures, well, a little bit more fortunate. Our luck changes after St. Patrick's Day with the 60s returning by Thursday and beyond.